Same exact thing.
On Barbie shoes.
I chewed on.
I also had a problem with chewing on stuff, so I can't even make fun of her for that. Like anything that was chewy or just like a little rubber, I put it in my mouth and chew on it.
Like you didn't bid on like fucking Play-Doh when you were younger?
I don't know if y'all remember, but the old Pikachu was like a little bit rubbery, so I remember tossing that bitch in my mouth and chewing on it a little bit.
I used to get the little mini like Hamtaro figurines. I got a Bijou, the one that had the blue ribbons in her hair. I chewed the fuck out of her.
Fucking strange. People, what is up? It's Double Toast Pre-Show. We're talking about eating shoes, Barbie shoes, all that stuff. I'm gonna let y'all continue though. I'm curious where this is gonna fucking go. But yeah, people, Corey's gonna be starting fairly soon. I would hope so, but you know who really knows? No offense, Corey, for watching this. Oh, you're the best ever. Fucking shit. But anyways, we're gonna be playing some Dino Crisis. I finally got it set up for those of you who actually gave a shit. Here we go. I'm gonna start playing it right this minute. But how are y'all doing today on this wonderful evening? I'll start off with you, Ganja.
I know. I was just trying to let the ladies go first. No,
I'm
no,
sorry.
fuck you, dear.
I apologize. Probably my fault.
Nah, but I've been doing good, man. Destroy All Humans, the new re-release came out, and I've been having a fucking fun time with that.
Yeah, I forgot that was gonna be coming out. Or like, shit, I thought it's been out for a while.
No, it came out yesterday, so I've been having fun playing that. The biggest thing about it that I like is, one, it was only like $30, so I didn't have to pay like a whole $60 like full-time price for it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, for the same shit over again. They, as a matter of fact, actually tell you straight up when the game starts, hey, we made this an upgrade. You know, a lot of stuff's the same shit from the original game. You know, don't get mad at us. We're just really trying to bring this back because, you know, the license died because, you know, I think it was THQ died before it was bought up again. I forget what the company that bought it. So, you know, THQ Nordic now, that's the new studio that owns all the properties for THQ. And basically, it's a really fun game. I like the voice act is a little off with some of the facial animation because I don't know if they could get a lot of the old school voice actors. But one of my favorite things is like you hear repeats in voices. And one of the voices that keeps coming up is this guy that I'm more than sure is the original Scooby-Doo voice actor because he sounds just like fucking Scooby-Doo whenever he like makes a mention about oh my god, it's aliens.
Yeah, man. Wait, you talking about the original voice of Shaggy?
No, not Shaggy, Scooby-Doo.
Okay. Because like the way you did it was like, whoa, I'm a hippie. Like, yo, I just sounded a little different.
Well, no, because that's what the character is. Like, it's set in the 50s, so like it's it's still in that era of oh my golly gee, y'all.
Mm-hmm. But I am glad that they're bringing shit back like that too. Like, I mean, another thing that's kind of huge recently. I forgot what presentation it was on, but Psychonauts. Did you ever give a fuck about Psychonauts?
Oh, I fucking love Psychonauts. Matter of fact, fuck Alan, by the way. I've been waiting for a new Fable for the longest time. They fucked me on Fable 2, even though I enjoyed it. But I want to see a Fable game where they have an idea. Even if they're just say, we're just going to reboot the original adventure and just upgrade the graphics, upgrade the storyline, make it more diverse, make more of your choices affect the outcomes of different areas of the town or different characters you come on with. I'm on board with that. Because another thing that's going to save this is the fact they don't got Peter Molyneux working on it, and that dude destroyed games just from lying to people.
Yeah, but then again, like, God, Jesus Christ, he would fit so well into this fucking world of lying to your consumers and everything.
Oh,
like,
fuck yeah. he was 10 years before his time.
Yeah, he really was. He set the standard for fucking people over. People in the chat, Edward is cool 93. Hello, man. How's it going? Mauricio over there in the chat as well. Ryan's over there. Our mod squad being up in here. Thank you for the attendance and everything to actually hang out with us. Being the first person here, appreciate that. Ryan.
Well, that's what I'm glad Ryan brought it up. Our good old mod up down there with his sword. Fable is kind of based around that humor of Shrek, where it's very like British dry, like fantasy humor. A lot of it is just like cutesy things, doing like nasty shit, or like just childish humor. Matter of fact, Fable, one of the biggest things people like about it, and this is like hardcore fans, is the fact that you could rip ass in that game. Like literally, that's it. And if you fuck up, you shit your pants.
Yeah, which is, I mean, like, I'm gonna be honest, dude. I actually bought Sims because of that. Like, you can go to the bathroom and take a dump. I want to see that. That's hilarious. Meanwhile, I got like the real thing in the back of my fucking ass. Like, I can shit myself. Like,
I'll be honest with you. Like, I'm glad we're playing Dino Crisis because I can make the comparison here. Whenever I play games like this, where like they were like haunted mansions or in scary scenarios, where like they were somewhere for like more than like 10 hours plus at a time, like, do they ever have to drop a deuce?
Yeah, you're
Like,
right. Like,
like, wouldn't you like? Are you just pissing and shitting yourself the whole time running through this fucking like horror scenario that you're going through?
and I'm gonna be honest, dude. If I really wanted to like complain about stuff, which I do usually, I would say that if I was a female, I'd be really upset that they never have put like a period meter in a game before. Like, what does a character do when it's that time of the month and they're stuck on this fucking island? I'm just saying.
Hey, babe, would you also like to give your sim character her period?
Don't
Yeah.
fucking talk to me.
It's like a debuff, you know what I mean? And then like if you handle the period right, if you take the right like PMS pill or whatever, like all of a sudden like you get a buff instead of a debuff, and like you just start like being able to, like maybe chocolate does something better for you. Like I don't know what the fuck happens with the human body.
This
Why?
sounds like a great Sims game mod, but like
No.
you're also about to get your ass kicked. And Austin, what's up, man? I'm back.
Yes, you have returned. One thing too I want to ask really quick too. Roxy and Jet, I know you're busy doing something, but you can respond when you want. But Roxy, I'll start with you. Do you feel underutilized, or not underutilized, underrepresented in Sims games at the fact that no simulators have periods, like even brought up in those games?
To be honest, I didn't think about it.
I'm surprised. Why do I care more about y'all about the girls to be fucking upset?
Why do we want to experience that in a game? I'm going through this shit right now. My whole coochie is bleeding right now.
You got a minus
and you're
20
asking
debuff
me,
for a dirty tampon. You gotta go.
You're
and take
asking
it.
me if I want to deal with this in a fucking game?
But see, who wants to deal
No.
with anything in The Sims? Like, I want to wash dishes in real life, but yeah, I gotta wash dishes in the fucking video game. I don't want to clean my house. I want to go to Dudley's house and puke with him all over the goddamn floor.
Well, what do you want? Do you want like a mini game where you're supposed to put the tampon in correctly and in the right
It'd be
hole?
nice,
then
so us
maybe
dudes will learn how y'all work. Like, most guys are fucking scared every time you're like, hey, can you give me some pads from the thing? Brake pads? I don't know.
I've seen dudes blush when they go past like the pad aisle.
I don't give a fuck, babe. What's
I
your
actually
flavor?
hold my dick when it happens. I just get really like, oh no.
You hold your dick.
Yeah, and then just run out and yell, mommy.
Not
My
me. I
baby.
just yell out straight, babe. You want the cherry flavor, the lemon zest, or the lavender purple?
Mike with the bits really quick. He says, first off, I want to say Legacy of Kain remake or reboot. I don't care if it's Blood Omen or Soul Reaper. I just want a new Legacy of Kain game. Have you ever played that, Gondry?
I actually never played Legacy Kane, but those were those games that like, man, when I become an adult, I'm gonna buy this video game because ain't no way in hell my parents gonna buy this one for me.
But you were saying something and I interrupted you. But anytime there's bits up, I want to get those out of the way because I really appreciate all the support, guys. When you guys do that, it's fucking awesome. But what were you
See
saying?
how it is. You don't give a fuck about me when those bits come up.
I love you, man. I really do. But
It's all about the bits with you. It's all about the bits.
I like big bits and I cannot lie.
Boo.
Oh, come on. You're fucking smiling. I know you're
I'm
smiling.
not gonna lie,
Fucking
man.
cool.
My shit was like a telltale game, and I was trying to find out a way to back that up. And I was
I'm
like,
trying to back that
I'm
up,
just gonna-
huh?
I'm gonna use silence.
Man, fuck you. Anyways, it's paused really quick, guys, because every time I go off screen, it does that. But I have to do something. I forgot to do something. I'm gonna do that right now as we hang out for a second. We're just saying boo. No boo. It was good. It was good, you son of a bitch. But yeah, here's the thing, though, guys. We're not on pre-show unless we're actually on the Double Salsa page. So you're gonna see a hosting thing pop up right now. But that's all me. Anyway, so with that said, let's go ahead and get back into this game and whatnot. This ugly ass game, by the way. Like, Jesus Christ.
It's ugly because it was paid money. These assholes.
It was. It was.
They tried their best.
They did, and it wasn't enough.
It's not like today where you got like fucking developer kits that you pay $60 for it and get like straight up like character models, but if you're a bad developer, you just still fuck it up.
Yeah. God, look at this too. I actually thought this was cool though when I was a kid. I was like, oh wow, he's looking at the ground for bullets. Oh, there's those bullets right there. And like looking at it now, they look like candy corn. Like it doesn't look like anything.
I like games like this, but can I be honest? Even as a kid, the minute I saw the game and I was first started playing and I saw the ammo box right there, I was like, oh fuck, it's one of those.
Yeah, where it's like, oh, I gotta go through gate to gate, door to door to find some way to get fucking through here. It's like,
I had to spend 20 shells to go get these 5 shells. This is so great.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? That's one thing I forgot to do, but it's okay because we're gonna do this straight up.
You ain't cheating right now, huh? You play the game as it
I'm
should
not
be.
cheating, yeah, and I'm really bummed about that. I really wish I was cheating. Because here's the thing, man. If I keep dying, these games back in the day, they don't, like, hold your hand through shit. Like, if you die, you got to start over.
Like, do you know where to go?
No, it's been a while.
Exactly. They don't give a fuck about you in these games.
I know I got a map, but like, do I have to use it? Alright, over here, Nikolai from Resident Evil 3 is telling me where the fuck to go. Let me see. Sorry about the burps, but I mean, not really.
Bless you.
I apologize.
I said bless you.
But I don't know how its manners work. Fucking stupid. Mike, thank you for the bits of games. So, Nick, do you think all Elite Wrestling is the next WCW, or do you think it's the next ECW? I think it's the first AEW. To be honest, I think that to be another WCW, it's like, then why the fuck are you even watching it? Because WCW was trash for the majority of its time even being a thing. What happened here? Cannot be used here. Oh, I guess I already grabbed the item. But yeah, I know. I like how it gets instantly quiet, but I appreciate it, guys. But it's like, no one here likes fucking wrestling like I do. But ECW, I think, was trash at a certain point. AEW is going to be something that's kind of cool. But they are making a lot of stupid mistakes, man. Like, you asked me earlier, Mike, if I was going to watch AEW tonight. And probably not. NXT has a much better show right now, in my opinion. And that's not because they're so amazing. It's just because, yeah, they're fucking up if they're in AEW, man. I'm wondering what they're going to do with Excalibur. He said the N-word, and they said that they're going to ban Hulk Hogan because he said the N-word. But now they don't know what to do with Excalibur. It's like, yeah, that's why you shouldn't ban people from wrestling, you fucking morons. But it is what it is. I don't like Hulk Hogan anyway, so I'm not going to defend him too much.
You know you love that boy.
I can't stand his bald ass head, dude. And I'm not going to watch that Chris Hemsworth fucking bullshit Hulk Hogan movie. Fuck that.
Wait, what? Chris Hemsworth is making a movie?
Yeah, he's going to be Hulk Hogan. Apparently they're saying he's getting in the best shape of his life to play the role, which is like, to be honest, Thor is in way better fucking shape than Hulk Hogan ever was. Like, why does he have to get in more shape?
Let's head outside.
Like, he's fine. And I don't mean that in like a flirty way. He's just okay. You might say, what about Kevin Owens? He was accused of saying the N-word. Well, see, here's the thing, too. It's like, I don't automatically cancel for people saying the N-word because I'm going to be honest, dude. Pretty much everybody I've ever loved in like, fucking media has probably said the N-word. I can't stand it when people say, oh, I can't even imagine myself saying the N-word. I will never say that. Yeah, here's the thing. I've said the N-word when I was a kid. Like, yeah, like, fucking, dude, imagine how many people listen to fucking rap music and then they say the N-word singing to the song. If you say you've never said the N-word, there's a big part of me that just completely doesn't believe you. And it gets on my fucking nerves. When everyone acts like, I think everyone plays that whole, like, game of, being like really, what's the right word, like politically correct, and then because they're able to like navigate those waters so well, they think they can get away with anything, or like, oh, I can never be an asshole and I'm such a sweet person. And it's like, yeah, but you know, there's some shit that you've done that you're just hiding. I like people that are honest about the shit. Okay. Ryan demonetized. And Max says he's never said the N-word in his whole life. Okay, well, look, I'm not going to say that you have, but yeah. You never had like a song that you're like really into? Like Bone Thugs, dude? Like, shit. Every fucking song that you say the N-word like 20 times in a row and shit. I don't even know what the fuck Busy Bone's saying half the time. But, yeah, I don't know. Like, I mean, is that automatically canceled too? Like, that's another big thing too. It's like, I think another thing people assume is that black people just accept that maybe their friends, their white friends, haven't said the N-word. No, they're just giving you a fucking like leeway. They're just not gonna get upset about it. But like they all know too. You know, I don't know.
They all know you're full of shit.
Yeah, they all know you're full of shit. Like the thing that's like more disrespectful than saying the N-word is to assume that all black people think that you're not a racist because they haven't caught you saying the shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like you're just assuming that a whole race is fucking stupid. No, they just don't want to go off on you 24/7.
What if I physically can't say the word DS? Like every time I think it, I just get mentally sick and just, you know, I can't physically do it.
I can't even imagine saying it. I can't even. Shut the fuck up. I'm not talking about you, by the way, Max. I'm actually talking about somebody that used to be on a particular podcast that he said that he couldn't even, his lips couldn't even form the words of the N-word. It's like
can't even form the vowels. So, for some reason, your lips don't work like lips. Okay, like I will believe that, sir. Sure.
If you're thinking, if you're assuming and alluding to who I think you're alluding to, I think those people he or she possibly hung out with during high school during a certain sport would say otherwise.
Exactly, and that's what's so annoying.
Oh, we're talking about them too. Shit.
What? Wait, were you about to say?
What?
I was referring to another crazy, character from the Caribbean.
Oh no, we're not talking about that person. We're talking about the guy who looks like Fidel Castro with bad tattoos.
Don't you insult Comrade Fidel like that?
Or you like saying your thoughts? Oh, there's actually two of them. You like saying that's actually my favorite part of the game. Well, that's disgusting. Yeah, that part was pretty funny. He's also saying too. Thank you for the bits, by the way. He's saying your thoughts on Rey Mysterio possibly signing with All Elite Wrestling. If he was willing to accept a storyline where they cut his eye out and then showcase it on camera as his fake, stupid, cartoony eyeball, I don't give a fuck what Rey Mysterio's doing. He's not a good decision maker. You know, sometimes you gotta say no to the check and just do something that's not fucking pathetic.
Didn't he do a storyline where Eddie Guerrero was trying to steal his kid?
Yeah, like his current on-screen son, which is his real-life son, he won him in a ladder match. Yeah, it's
Babe,
fucking ridiculous.
it's gonna be me versus whoever tries to take Che in a Hell in a Cell match. No disqualifications.
Yeah, and then that was actually not a great scene for Eddie because there's a part where I guess obviously wrestling can be choreographed in some matches. Sometimes they don't call it in the ring. And there's a part where Vicky Guerrero, his real life wife, didn't show up when she was supposed to, and he just goes like, "Where the fuck is Vicky? Where the fuck is she?" He's just screaming. You can hear him cussing and swearing like a storm.
Those roids were kicking in.
Yeah, so that wasn't a good look. You know, he would have been canceled.
Speaking of not a good look, these dinosaurs.
I think they look kind of cool.
I don't think they need that one.
Look at that. Look at his plastic ass.
He looks like a lizard from the backyard when I was in Florida.
He looks like Primal Rage dinosaurs.
I want to know the director of this game was like, "Yo, you like Resident Evil? How you like Resident Evil with dinos?"
Ramon says there were kids at my high school that said both the N word and the other F word.
What's the other F word?
Shame. The equivalent to maggot, but with an F.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah. Ryan saying, since this is a Dino game, I saw a Jurassic World TV show trailer. Yeah, I saw that too. You showed me that on Facebook. He says the show could turn out either way, though the cartoony humans mixed with the movie accurate looking dinosaurs is jarring. Yeah, dude, I think it looks kind of silly too, but I'm so for a Jurassic Park TV show. That's a fucking great idea. What do you feel about that, Ganj?
I mean, it could be good, but it could also be big time garbage if you ever played the fucking Telltale game they had.
If you're more lenient on particularly, like, okay, you think it's probably 60-40 on either being bad or good, which one would it be?
I hope the dinosaurs are cool. That's about it. Because besides like anything that's like a park simulator or builder, Jurassic Park games are notoriously bad.
Yeah, I think someone just rated us or whatever. My fucking shit working, y'all, so sorry about that. But
thank you for the raid if you did it. If you didn't, go fuck yourself.
Yeah. Go fuck yourself. You's a bitch.
Babe, did you ever play games like this growing up? Like any of the old school Resident Evil and stuff? Because I know that you have a Super Nintendo, but what about any of these like kind of 3D platformers? Not platformers, but just 3D type video games.
I just played them for a couple of minutes when I was waiting for the dentist to call me back. If you want me to be real about it.
They say, have you played the fantasy game? What was this again? I'm sorry about that. What is your name? I'm sorry, Matthew. Have you played the arcade game Fantasy by SNK? That intro was funny. No, I thought you were going to talk about like Final Fantasy or something. I never played a game called Fantasy, though. But yeah, no, I'm surprised you didn't play this era of games, though, Roxy. I thought you would fucking love like Resident Evil. And
I'm just jealous she had a cool ass dentist that hooked her up with arcade games.
I know that's pretty good too. It's like, I want to go.
I was gonna ask you, Nick. I'm surprised I didn't hear anything from you regarding Terrifier 2.
No,
the trailer came out recently.
Yeah, I was gonna bring that up. So I never seen the first one, but dude, that fucking makeup job on that guy is horrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it good though? Like the first one? Have you seen it?
I watched most of it. It's very low budget, but that's not saying that it's like trashy or crap. There's actually a lot of gore here. It's actually a pretty fun ride. And I was just going to check because last time I saw it, it was on Netflix. It's still on Netflix.
I wouldn't mind watching that. Or Ginger Dead Man. What was that shit called?
Oh, I've seen Ginger Dead Man. I've seen the one where he goes back in time to the 70s. I saw the one where they crucified him. I saw the first one with Gary Busey. I've seen all them shits.
So really quick about this, do you ever get embarrassed about like just I mean, this is the thing that you're into, obviously horror. Do you ever feel like, okay, if I tell people I'm into this, I'm gonna look stupid as fuck?
Yeah, because you never know who you're gonna be with. Sometimes people can be understanding. It's like, yeah, I like some dumb shit too. Everybody likes dumb shit, but there's some people that really don't want to admit to it. And then you got some people that once you admit to it, they're automatically like, you know what? I'm gonna disregard your opinion because how fucking dare you?
I think
You
I've
haven't
always
seen The Godfathers. None of them. But you've seen this crap? Don't fucking talk to me. Your opinion is beneath me.
Yeah, I hate when people do that shit too, especially with Godfather, because I mean, look, the third one, everyone's pretty much in agreement that it's fucking trash. Or was the second one? I can't remember. But the first one, it's like I've watched that movie and it didn't really like hold my retention. Like, I mean, I'm not saying it's bad or badly made or anything, but it's like just because shit was good back in the day doesn't mean that it aged correctly. Like, it's fucking old. You know, like I don't know. You might say, hey Nick, you probably didn't know about this, but the girl who plays Regina in this game played Sailor Venus and Sailor Moon. Yeah, I've only heard about Sailor Moon. I don't know who Sailor Venus is or any of the other characters within that show.
there are other planets to use.
Yeah, I don't know shit about any of that. I know Jet knows a lot about it, like all the magical girl stuff in anime. Yeah, Max saying, bro, that Telltale Jurassic Park game was some booty, butt cheeks, poopy. I actually like that. I know Ganja said earlier that he didn't like that shit, but you know, if people are saying that the Walking Dead game was good, which by the way it was not, it was a great story. It was a terrible, terrible, terrible game because you just.
I'll give you that. That first season was great, but man, they lost their way.
Yeah, well, they lost the way of the story, but I mean, like, game-wise, they're all bad. Like, people, I was so mad when they said that was like one of the top games that year. It's like, guys, it's okay to like a story of a game and then not put it up to the fucking moon. That's the best thing ever. It's not, man. I'm fucking clicking around and shit, doing nothing. It's like a fucking slideshow.
I think when it comes to like the weirdest shit like Roxy's ever showed me, it's like none of them have shocked me, but like sometimes, babe, like you choose like the worst times to start playing some stuff to me. Because like, all right, babe, let's go to bed now. Like, let's all get settled in. We want to watch something before we go to bed. Yeah. All right, you put in a video in 10 serial killers that are on the loose right now, and like. Most of the time, they're either in Florida or Colorado. So, can I beg? And she goes to bed with her little boogie, and I'm just like, thank God I got a gun. Man,
okay,
if they come in, what do I do?
Yeah.
It's fucked up, but like, I like hearing the spooky stories. I fall asleep to them. Or one time, I remember there was one time in particular, we were watching a Vice documentary, and they were talking about this new AI technology called, I think it was called Sweetie Bot. It was supposed to mimic a young girl going into chat rooms, like real fucking young. Going into chat rooms, she looked super realistic, and this was a new tool that they were going to use to catch predators. And the whole time, Garrett's just disgusted. His mouth is open. He's just like, oh my God, this is horrific. My ass is just sitting there eating a sandwich, minding my own business, just completely unfazed.
That's just fucking rough.
No. Look, Gary, I love True Scaries. I don't mind that shit. She puts on like 10 fucking mysterious Bigfoots in the fucking West Coast and shit. But no, she'll put shit that's like close to home, like this child rapist is still on the loose. Let's check out the 5 locations he's known to hang out at.
One of them is at the house right next door to you.
You know, and by the way, how dare
she goes
they?
to sleep on me, and I'm there for like maybe 30 minutes, just like, oh fuck.
I'm gonna read some of the chat actually really quick. Because here's the thing. Let me see. Let me start off first with Gary saying he really does hope Capcom does a remake of this. Max has a good question. How do you hold retention? I've heard of holding attention. Oh, maybe I fucked that up. Did I use that word incorrectly? Like I fucking.
No, you did. They mean the same thing.
Yeah, they mean the same thing. Like.
I know what you meant.
Yeah, fuck you, Max. I think I did fuck up. I can't remember. Shit. By the way, I really wish I didn't stop the show just for that. But at the same time, I think I stop the show all the time when someone else does something stupid. So I'll take the fall this time. I'm looking over here though. Emai, thank you for the bits again. He says, since we're on topic of wrestlers saying the N-word, you got to realize Willie Mack, who is a black wrestler, said the N-word in a wrestling event. Now here's another thing. That's actually a good question to talk about here too. Granted, the only person who actually is black in the call is muted. So hopefully, Jet, when you come back, you can kind of get your thoughts on this. But for me, it's like I don't even think black people should say the N-word in certain situations too, man. I think that Like, they can say it whenever the fuck they want, like outside of like a media event or whatever. But I think when black people say it, then it gives white people a chance to either repeat it or to say, well, since it's normal when he does it, why can't I? Same thing in music. You know what I mean? And plus, I've never seen even a black guy use it where it's not derogatory or whatever the fuck. So, yeah, I don't know. Ganja, what do you feel about that?
Man, I
I know I talked a lot there. I'm sorry, man.
yeah, you did. You just gave me a word sandwich to break down here. Hold on.
Oh, my bad.
But when it comes to, I guess it's like again, like you started this perfectly. I'm not black, as Joe Biden would say, and like I can't really answer for this. Like, and even the closest I got is like Indian, like red man, savage and stuff like that. Even that stuff doesn't have like the hardcore negative connotations that the N word has. Like even like for example, savages being used as a derogatory term towards indigenous people. It's never been specialized towards us. Fuck it. They call anyone that had like any kind of tribal society or anything that was lower than white supremacy fucking savagery. It's hard because like I said, very few cultures have a word that is dedicated to a derogatory term towards them. And for Indians, maybe Indians is close to it because some people find it offensive. I mean, I never really cared one way or another, like Native American, Indigenous, whatever. Just I'm not white. That's basically what I just say. I'll say most of the time when it comes to that. And I guess it's a case by case basis. And like Indians, even Indians, is not like a real derogatory term because it's not used in a. It's like that's like crackers to me.
Yeah. Oh shit! This fucking thing just slapped the fuck out of me. Oh.
And like anytime like Indians used in like any kind of comedy format, it's usually to show how ignorant the white person is.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas, let's be honest, the N-word has a lot of different connotations to it, depending on how it's used in context. Honestly, I think a lot of white people like using it in hip hop because it sounds urban and dangerous to them.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I just think that people utilize it incorrectly, or for the wrong reasons, or to fit in. It's all disingenuous, whether it's completely insulting or not. But before you
white people who use the N-word are the same ones that can't handle hot Cheetos.
And that's the worst thing they do. Like, the N-word's bad, but not eating hot Cheetos, you're just a fucking scumbag.
So I want to argue with her on that fact, but I think she's right.
But Jet, while you're here, and I know I skipped over Roxy, but we're gonna get back to you. Don't you get mad at me. Don't you slap me. But Jet, what are your thoughts on that? Do you feel like even black people should be kind of stopped as far as like saying the N-word in a media outlet or like a song or a movie, whatever?
I'm about to say the N-word right now.
Oh Jesus! Well, you can do that. I'm gonna talk to Corey, who's probably gonna yell at me for talking about the N-word so much. I'll be right back.
But anyway, you're black. You can say it whenever you want. Who cares? Back to my hair.
That's it. That's all the knowledge we're getting out of this.
Yeah, sure. You sure are. I'm busy.
Okay. Well, what's your opinion on it, then, babe?
Honestly, I can't say it. If you're black, say it as you please. If you're black, you have the full undivided freedom of choice as to whether or not you want to say it or don't want to say it. I can't, though.
I can't say it. But is there anything equivalent, like in like Mexican culture, that it? Because I know for you guys, like it's kind of the same thing. There's like a plethora of insults that can be used towards you, but there's not one that has like maybe a huge significant like tone towards it.
I agree. I have no idea what you just said. By the way, I'm scared.
Okay, in terms of like, well, we're not speaking on behalf of the whole entire Latino, Hispanic, whatever the fuck population, but in terms of Mexicans, Nick, you and I are Mexican. Is there any certain word that's derogatory towards Mexicans that bothers you?
Not anything. Here's the thing, like, and this is where I get a little like maybe too sensitive, but I think that when people take it too far, as far as like, hey, you're Mexican, you got the Latino heat, or hey, sombreros, hey, you eat here, like whatever the fuck, and I make those jokes myself because it's just nice to be an asshole, and yet not have to worry about being called racist. But but the thing is, though, it's like if a white dude does that, I feel like they get really comfortable really fast. And it's like, hey, don't forget, motherfucker, like I'm also a minority, and I didn't just give you a brown pass or a brown card. So I don't fucking wear sombreros, dog. Like, let's fucking stop that shit. Yeah, like I remember there's a comedian, Pablo Francisco, and I tried to show Jet him recently, and she did not like this guy at all. But like one of the things he did was do this fucking long joke about Mexican music, like like it's kind of stupid, right? It's kind of hilarious. I think it sounds funny, but Mexicans have a passion with that shit, and if you do talk shit about it, you have to realize that you're being more disrespectful than just not liking a song. You're culturally talking shit about a whole like group of people. And like I said, maybe I'm a little extra sensitive with music, but I don't like that shit. If you're gonna make fun of Mexican music, then make it quick. Don't get all fucking relaxed and comfortable. Like, hey, I'm getting away with being racist through songs. Yeah, like no, fuck you. I know what you're doing. But do you think that's like overreacting a little bit, Roxy? Or no.
No, I agree with you with what you said, because the thing that bothers me is that people tend to be like, you know, you eat this, you know, the Mexicans eat this. Why are you getting mad at me? I'm just stating facts. You're saying it in a derogatory way that insults not only me, but a whole group cultural aspects of these particular people. You don't have to necessarily call me like a spick or a beaner or whatever to offend me. The moment someone that isn't brown, that isn't Mexican, starts making fun of Mexican culture by saying the phrases or whatever, or making fun of my accent and shit, I get pissed off.
Yeah.
Don't think you can fucking pull a joke on me or on anybody else that's Mexican. That shit pisses me off.
Like another thing too is I don't like people overprotecting Mexicans too. Like for instance, like okay, you know, I'll use a celebrity as an example. Kelly Clarkson. You already know where I'm gonna go with this, right, Roxy?
Kelly Clarkson?
Okay, maybe I'm fucking around. Maybe it was Sharon Osbourne. I don't know. Some white
Oh,
He's getting whiter and whiter.
You
chick.
mean Kelly Osbourne?
There we go. Whatever. Kelly, Karen, Sarah, Sally.
You don't remember Clarkson Osborne?
That's fucking terrible.
It's Diet Kelly Clarkson. No, the thing is though is I remember some fucking lady on some talk show was like, "Oh, Trump is an asshole. He wants Mexicans gone. Who's gonna clean everything? Am I right? Oh, I love Mexicans. They just
That's
clean."
that's ignorant as shit.
Yeah, it's like, no, they don't. And I know like a big once again it's an elephant.
It's actually worse than that. I think she actually said like, "Who's gonna clean your toilets" or some shit.
Yeah.
Yep, that's what she said.
So that's what the fuck we are. Like I like there's Ari Shafir and all those guys made jokes about like anti-Arnold because here's the thing, people talk about Donald Trump saying the fence shit. You know who was saying that way before Arnold Swollenpecker. He was talking about Mexicans or not Mexicans, but you know building a fucking wall too. So I love Terminator, but Arnold, you're a fucking piece of shit. But the thing is, even with that stuff, Ari Shafir and your good old fucking wannabe Mexican Carlos Mencia, they made jokes about like who's gonna build that wall, man. And it's like, here's the thing: you got to get that shit out of your head where we just build shit. Okay, there are Mexicans who.
The fact that he's not actually Mexican still gets me. Like, oh
Right?
my god.
I hate that shit. His name's Ned Holmes.
Whenever people get told that, they always feel like they've been lied to.
I know, right? It's like, wait a minute. He said Holmes.
That's how I felt with Sean Paul when I found out he wasn't actually from the islands. Like, my entire world just crumbled that day.
Or Taylor Lautner when you realize he actually wasn't native at all. He's actually white.
Taylor Lautner's white?
Italian, yes.
What? I mean, I knew he wasn't native. I just didn't know he was white.
They pulled a Italian Day Thanksgiving parade on y'all. Y'all didn't even notice.
I was pretty upset when I found out that like zombies can't dance after watching a Thriller video.
Here's another one. They did that twice already. Because also the guy that when you throw trash out, the Native American shows up and he cries and shit.
Oh yeah.
That dude's Italian too.
Damn. Yeah, I don't know. Oh shit, that's a dinosaur.
These Italians, man, they're out here being any race they want to be. It's impressive.
Dude, it even pissed off this fucking this dinosaur here. It's just like, what? He's not Italian. Wait, hold on, I can't.
Talking about you, Area on the Grande.
Yeah. I say her name again.
Ariana Grande.
There we go.
That's not even how her last name is pronounced. She is Italian, and her last name is actually pronounced Grandi. The
That's
only
some fucking
reason
shit.
she goes by Grande and never corrects anybody is because it's more ethnically ambiguous. She can, play off the fact that she can tan her skin and play off the fact that she's Latina, and then she starts going into R&B music and different aspects of black music, and then you could be like, oh, she's probably mixed, or she could be this, she could be that. That's the whole point, is just for her to be ethnically ambiguous. Nah, pronounce her name correctly. It's Grandy. This bitch is white.
Brandy. It sounds like saying Brandy.
I saw her ass on Victoria. She ain't fooling nobody.
But with that said, though, guys, we gotta get out here because I gotta do something for Corey. I gotta do this Dropbox video and whatnot. Plus, it's time for us to get the fuck out here in general. So I'm rating Chris right now in 3, 2, 1.
Get up in that crease.
This raid. But people on YouTube, Facebook, hey, you're still with us. It's probably like only fucking 2 of you, but that's fine because I love all 2 of you. I don't give a fuck if we had like 3 people watching the show. I'm gonna treat this like it's a fucking Kevin Hart show where everyone laughs at shit that's not funny. But I love you guys. Thank you for chilling with us. Ganja, do you want to tell people where you can be found?
You can find me over on the Metropolis Collective, where I do a podcast called Luminati with the great Birdman and the great Rufus Warner, talk about politics, all kinds of shit. Talk about Trump fucking up and causing a civil war that might occur in 2025. Who knows?
Oh my goodness!
But you will know if you subscribe and find out.
So with that said, you guys can hear the. We're gonna get the fuck out of here.
Fucking
Oh, that's it. Goodbye, guys.
So, anyways, goodbye.
Come over here, viewers.
Breathe, dear. Breathe.
Come here. All my viewers. Now you're all sick. It's all my fault. Cancel me. Alright, goodbye. Have fun, everyone. See ya. Bye. No, bye. Go. Go!
Fuchi.